2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow.
Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And tonight, guys, Goran the Dragon Dragic will lead the charge at point guard. Shaq, he can be a very tough cover.
Very slippery, crafty finisher around the rim.
And
played behind the guy that beat me twice for the MVP.
Steve Nash.
Yeah. Solid shooting. That's another thing that's underrated. You know, keeps defenders honest, and he loves the open court. That's when he's really at his best.
The game's about to start.
It is.
I think it's time to go down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And, of course, Otto Porter Jr. It's only his second game with the new team. The coaching staff has been working heavily with him to bring him on board, help him provide that impact they're hoping for.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. One of the interesting storylines of this young season, Brent Barry, the surprising early development of a couple rookies in the league.
Early development of rookies is a great thing for a young team because all of a sudden somebody's taking the reins. And I think coaches always appreciate when a rookie comes in, he does the work in the offseason, all that work starts to pay off. But now rookies tend to start looking towards somebody else, or the team starts looking towards that young player as somebody who may be able to handle and carry the weight of the franchise for a little while.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic and Richardson, their backcourt. Whiteside is out there with Adebayo. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Now here's Dragic. To the paint, here's Whiteside. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, Dragic can be a great playmaker, and I love how he slings the ball around that time to an open teammate.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Pass to Markkanen. Now done. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Carter. And Whiteside sends it back. And he gets it back. Good work there as it goes. Here's Richardson. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Pass to Adebayo. Dragic against Dunn. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Richardson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Richardson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Richardson's pretty consistent at draining that 3 ball. The D can't allow him to get too comfortable while he's camped out behind the arc.
Done with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Dragic against Dunn. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Carter with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now done. 9 points last game out. Porter, no luck. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dragic finds Whiteside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic against Dunn. They grab their own miss. Adebayo. Second shot opportunity. Whiteside, high post. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Now here's Levine. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Markkanen passes to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Carter outside, and the Bulls with another miss.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Winslow kicks to Richardson. Winslow against Porter. Back to Richardson. Jacks up a 3. Porter pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now, here's Richardson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Whiteside finds Richardson. Richardson missing again.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Levine passes to Porter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete, or any season for that matter.
Here's Markkanen. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. With some arc, and it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Winslow, the pass to Adebayo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And check out the numbers for Dragic. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. Averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Now, here's Dunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Levine against Richardson. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Back to Levine, over Richardson. That one wide left.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat. But I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him. They kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
The first free throw is good.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Levine against Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's done penetrating. Outside Levine. Back to Dunn. Shoots over Dragic. And the Bulls with another miss.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student. Plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
That's good from Richardson. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships, where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off a Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Now here's Lopez. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Levine kicks to Porter. Trying to get something going. It's good from long range. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Levine against Richardson. Here's Olynyk. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Rodney Magruder's subbed in for Justice Winslow. Here is Carter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 7. And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat. He kicks it to Olynyk. Over Carter. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Wade.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested jack.
And there's the pass to Valentine. Here's Arcidiacono. 6 to shoot. Back to Valentine. From downtown. Not going to go that time. Wade with the defensive effort. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Suns. Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Olynyk. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And really the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat. 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
Bulls making a switch here.
What's up?
Blakeney's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Sinks that one from the post.
That's a great move. He felt the defense closing in, extended the arm, and a quick finger roll.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Waiters surveying the D. Right wing. Olynyk has the open look. Cans it from downtown. Olynyk's got 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Arcidiacono kicks to Selden. Passes to Valentine. Clock at 6. Here's Blakeney. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Valentine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Blakeney. Olynyk is covering. 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Lopez.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Magruder kicks to Wade. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Bulls. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they miss a series of shots, they make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
And here's Wade after Denzel Valentine hitting the 3. Wade kicks to Olynyk. Waiters outside. Miami needs to get a shot off. Johnson can't get it to go.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Blakeney. And here is Valentine. Pass to Arcidiacono. Kicks to Lopez. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now just a 2-point Heat lead.
You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Waiters inside the 3-point line. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for Miami. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
Valentine out there with Selden. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Blakeney in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade County.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Wade. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instills some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you. And that one falls for Johnson.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
No good on the second free throw. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Blakeney kicks to Selden. Here's Lopez. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Lopez has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Waiters finds Johnson. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's reliable, capitalizing on the inside. You have to keep Johnson from getting in that close.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Blakeney. Wade is covering, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Rodney Magruder. Both shots good from the stripe. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Here's Blakeney. Second chance shot. Good D by Johnson.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Dragic looking it over. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
It's an energy boost not only for the player but for the team when Dragic gets hit like that and still finishes over the defense. His teammates are pumped.
Lopez kicks to Blakeney. Markkanen dishes to Valentine. Out to the right wing. Here's Blakeney, and he's good on the three ball. Blakeney's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
Now here's Wade. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Waiters passes to Johnson, and another basket for Miami.
Good catch and shoot option there. Johnson got to be right up on him after he receives that pass.
Blakeney kicks to Selden. The pass to Markkanen, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Porter comes in for Wayne Selden, and Levine subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Winslow's checked in for the Heat.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can. Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Now here's Levine. After the miss from Goran Dragic. Markkanen passes to Blakeney. Lopez kicks to Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Bulls trail by 7. To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Johnson. And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men. Rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago. And Miami with a change here, too. Whiteside's checked in. Both free throws good from Lopez.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Waiters, and Waiters with the stop.
Sneaky quickness allowing Waiters to penetrate through the defense to get the strong finish.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 7. It's stolen by Dragic.
I see him.
Oh, Whiteside in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. On up the court. And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Dragic against Dunn. Dragic finds Waiters. On the wing, Winslow. Off target with his three. It's deflected. Adebayo passes to Winslow. That one, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Josh Richardson's checked in for Waiters. Now here's Markkanen. Guarded closely. Levine kicks to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. And the Bulls with another miss. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Richardson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
And Richardson drops them both.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Bulls trail by 7. Dunn looking over the floor for 3. Levine, that's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Passes it to Winslow. Here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Markkanen. Markkanen pulls it in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Dunn misses. The Heat leading by 4. Richardson the pass to Adebayo. From down in the low post, it goes.
Like to see Justice Winslow doing great work on the interior like that.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Over to the wing. Dunn right side. Shot clock at 6. He tries for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low. It's tipped. Dunn right side. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Adebayo passes to Winslow. High arcing shot. Count that bucket. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
Well, the defense certainly wasn't bad, but wasn't good enough to stop Justice Winslow there.
Chicago has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Markkanen. Dunn outside. Back to Markkanen. Over Richardson. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Dunn. Markkanen's got his first 2 points of the night.
And how about that stroke from mid-range by Markkanen? The 7-footer with a deadly jumper. That's like a defense's worst nightmare.
The Bulls have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And he can't get the first one. The Bulls making a switch here. Arcidiakono's checked in. Olynyk, he's checked in for Miami. Rodney McGruder comes in for Goran Dragic. Good on the second free throw. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Nets. Pass to Winslow. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Olynyk's got 9 points.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
Arcidiakono kicks to Porter. Now the pass to Carter. Bulls moving the ball around. Passes to Levine. Launches a three. Good on the three-point shot. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Here's McGruder. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. A nice shot by Winslow.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Arcidiakono. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. And there's the foul. It's on Rodney McGruder. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Bulls have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat leading by 4. At the elbow, it's Winslow. To the middle, stolen by Carter. It's stolen. Here's McGruder. Carter with the block. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Done. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
McGruder passes to Olynyk. The dish now to Richardson. Here's McGruder. Dunn covering. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Arcidiakono. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
Here's McGruder. Out to the right wing. Here's Whiteside over Carter. Good work defensively by Carter.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Free throw good. Porter.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Wayne Selden's checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Chris Dunn. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Miami. That one drops. He ties it up. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Popped up there for Wade. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. All going up court. It's deflected.
Man, I saw that block coming from a mile away. Winslow really times that rejection perfectly.
For the three. And Dwayne Wade with the three. Wade's got 6 in the quarter.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
The shot by Arcidiacono, no good. Winslow with it, now guarded by Porter. And it goes down 2 points. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Chicago's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. There's the feed to Carter. Goes back up, and it's good. 2 points. Carter's got 9 points.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Now here's Wade. He has 6. Here's Magruder. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Miami ahead, leading by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. James, you came out and you were really productive. In fact, the whole bench was productive.
Yeah, of course, you know, that's what the second unit's for. We go hard in practice. We know we can play with the best of them, and we just want to give our first guys the first group a lift.
You certainly did, James. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about Miami as the game got going. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. It was fairly close throughout the second quarter as well, but they were the better team in the quarter, ending up with a 5-point lead at the break. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Few isolations, more movement, better shot selection.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Richardson and Winslow out on the perimeter. Adebayo is out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. Markkanen kicks to Levine. 6 to shoot. Out to Carter. Fires for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Feeds it to Whiteside. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Bulls trail by 5. On the wing, Levine. Richardson covering. To the middle. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Wasted no time on that one. Richardson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Miami. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
Now here's Levine. He's got 8 to the inside. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Dunn.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
Here's Dragic. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Carter with the block. And he's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in rebounding. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now, here's Dunn. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Richardson against Levine. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Levine. On the wing, Porter.
Nice activity from Winslow there on the defensive end. He was right up in the grill piece. And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. Markkanen passes to Levine. He feeds it to Carter. Unable to get that one.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
From the baseline, Dragic gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Heat lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dragic against Dunn. Here's Carter. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, we all know how confident Goran Dragic is when it comes to scoring inside. Nice shot selection there for him.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for the Bulls.
And really, their guards have been the ones that have done the bulk of the passing and shot creation. Sometimes the ball handlers will look to score more down the stretch. We'll see if that becomes more of a focus.
Now, here's Dragic. He kicks to Winslow. Back to Dragic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Bulls making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Both free throws good from Dragic.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players physically?
I think it's putting strain on everybody. Yeah. I think last year we saw
regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, the key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games, because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions, it's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor, so it's a strain on everybody.
Now here's Markkanen. He's guarded closely. Will it go? 6 on the shot clock. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Carter. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Richardson against Levine. Here's Whiteside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Whiteside at his size is a super tough cover for the defense, which is why they resort to fouling.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw, good. Whiteside.
You think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a 2nd-round pick, spent some time in the D League, now the G League, and it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder, how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come?
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most 3-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Whiteside, good.
Pretty comfortable right now, getting his offense going in more ways than just the block.
Levine with it. 8 points for him. Kicks it to Carter. Levine finds Porter. No good on the triple. And Markkanen also setting records for 3-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release. The ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, Winslow makes that shot, and it makes his team that much more dangerous.
On the wing, Levine. Carter kicks to Levine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Pass to Whiteside. Now Dragic, defended by Carter. Winslow, the pass to Adebayo. Over Markkanen. And it's Chicago with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
And here's Richardson following Otto Porter's 3. Now Richardson, 11 points in the game. Here's Blakeney. There's the pass to Markkanen. Here's Blakeney. Another three for Chicago.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Some changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Wayne Zeldin comes in for Markkanen. And it's Valentine in for Zach LaVine. And a new group in for the Heat. Olenek, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Bam Adebayo. Waiters, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Richardson.
As soon as Wade saw the lane to the basket, you knew he was going to get his steps together for the dunk. Excellent play there.
Bulls trail by 9. Here's Blakeney. 12 points for him. Waiters grabs the miss. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Valentine shot good.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Outside Dragic. Inside. Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Zeldin, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
The Heat leading by 5. And here's Dragic. 8 points for him. To the paint, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, Miami, a half game back.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Well, if they're going anywhere, it's going to be up. They've been playing like a very mature, focused team here in the early part of the season. Not at all like the team that so many people thought would be hanging around the bottom of the standings at this point.
And the Bulls making a change here. Arcidiacono's checked in. Passes it to Zeldin. Porter looking it over. Pass to Zeldin. Just 5 to shoot. From the stripe. And no good. Now the Heat take it the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the feed to Valentine. The kick out to Lopez. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Lopez has got 10.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Wade finds Waiter. Porter with a block. To the left side wing. Arcidiacono. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Waiters right side. Wade outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots from the line. Porter, no luck.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Pass to Arcidiacono. Another 3 for Chicago.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now here's Waiters. Down low, here's Johnson. Kicks it to Waiters. To the inside. Wade, good. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Are you surprised that Dwayne Wade is going to score that far in the paint? I'm not.
Out to the right wing. And there's the pass to Arcidiacono. It's good. Arcidiacono's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
That took a lot of energy just trying to even things up. We'll see if they have enough left in the tank to finish the job.
And the basket by Johnson.
So huge for this offense if Johnson can be consistent with that jump shot. When he's connecting from deep, just eases everything up.
And it's Wade penetrating. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 5 assists in the game. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Arcidiacono kicks to Lopez. He dishes it to Porter. And the shot goes down. Porter's got 15.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside Dragic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Dragic with a clever play there as he gets close to the basket. Not surprising at all that he finds his way to the charity stripe.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago. And Goran Dragic drops them both. 34 seconds left in the third. Now here's Valentine. Wade is covering. Valentine dishes to Porter. And another turnover here by Chicago. Miami leading by 5. Outside Dragic. T-Wade on the wing. Over Valentine. And misses it off the right side of the rim. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Dunn is out there with Valentine. Then it's Porter. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Selden in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 7. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Dragic against Dunn. And the jam by Valentine.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Dragic. And here's Olynyk from the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Passes it to Dunn. Here's Valentine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Valentine's got 4 this quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Wade kicks to Johnson. Outside Dragic. Waiters passes to Dragic. Second shot opportunity. Count that one. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, he's a bit of a hokey guard, so he attracts that contact there and then keeps his eyes on the prize.
Outside Porter. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That sends Otto Porter Jr. to the free throw line. That one's on Johnson. So for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Wayne Selden. And Levine subbed in for Denzel Valentine. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Bam Adebayo comes in for James Johnson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Waiters. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Goran Dragic. Free throw good, Porter. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Wade. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Wade against Dunn. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Richardson. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 11 rebounds in the game. Porter with it. Wade picks him up. Porter dishes to Dunn. Feeds to Carter. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. And the Bulls with another miss.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged the bullet there.
Richardson, good.
Well, the evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch and shoot jump shots, look out.
Now here's Markkanen. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Wade penetrating. Richardson gets a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Levine. Porter trying to free himself up. And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Levine.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Stolen by Carter. Now here's Dunn. He kicks it to Markkanen. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Levine over Richardson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, time and score, you just can't have a costly error right now at this point in the game, guys.
Miami leading by 3. Kicks to Whiteside. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Well, the more Whiteside hits this mid-range jumper, the more it's going to help his game out. It's a challenge for the defense to adapt, and they don't want to close out to him too soon. These are available.
Now here's Markkanen. Inside, here's Porter. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Interior D lacking, and it couldn't be at a worse time giving up that easy one.
Well, just an incredibly slow rotation. That is someone's responsibility and something they're going to need to discuss.
Wade against Dunn. Wade finds Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got assist number 8 now on the night. Bulls trail by 5. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. lets it go with the three. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Richardson against Levine. Now here's Whiteside. Defense right on him. There's the triple. The Heat rebound. Adebayo. And it falls over the rim and in. And now a 7-point Miami lead.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Whiteside, and he banks in the layup.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body, and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Here's Dunn. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Dunn with it, off target at the rim. Wade feeling it out a bit. Pass to Adebayo. He kicks it to Richardson. And out of bounds is Chicago Games possession. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Tuesday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Wade against Dunn. Here's Carter.
And you really can't mess around when Whiteside is nearby. Always a defensive presence.
There's Winslow. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Levine. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Hassan Whiteside.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Wade kicks to Richardson. The pass to Adebayo. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 11-point game. And here they come. Dragic kicks to Winslow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists in the game.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Now here's Markkanen. Back to Levine. Passes it to Markkanen. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Dragic against Dunn. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Chicago again turning it over.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
The Heat leading by 14. Whiteside dishes to Dragic for the three. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 20 points.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Here's Carter, and that one drops.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Richardson against Levine. Winslow finds Richardson. Porter with the steal. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Wade, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. Miami on defense. Now Markkanen. It's tipped. Just 5 to shoot. Dunn passes to Porter. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Chicago on defense. They trail by 14. Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. Overdone. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land. 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Dragic against Dunn. To the paint. Porter, no luck. Miami leading by 16. Porter with the steal. And he drops it in from the low post. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Oh, Whiteside in position. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Dragic finds Whiteside. Another shot. Good work defensively by Carter.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Here's Levine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
First one falls for him. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game. in terms of offense.
Here's Porter. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Dragic against Dunn. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Whiteside dishes to Wade. His three-pointers off the mark. Chicago has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Heat.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off.
Yikes!
Wow. This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 10-point game.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Wade finds Dragic. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clicking?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, you know, even the guys from the bench. You know, we need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody has to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
True team effort, got it done tonight. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.